All right, took a little break there after the mobile release of Save to Kill. If you haven't, for whatever reason, followed those links, but to the iOS or Android version, whatever kind of phone you have, it would be greatly appreciated if you followed the links and downloaded the game and left a rating and a review. That stuff's really important. I hope you like the game. I'm really proud of it on mobile. I think it actually runs better on mobile than it does on the web. So finally, I can just walk away from Save to Kill, and we will just see. We missed the feature. I was hoping to get the game out on Tuesday evening. Instead, we ended up getting it out late on Wednesday, which isn't ideal. They do their feature rolls on Thursday on Apple for the New Games We Love feature. Didn't make it. I have hopes for this week, but I'm not holding my breath, so we'll just have to see. As of right now, the downloads are low. It's still not even searchable on Android, just because it takes like a week for that to get into the system. So it might end up being one of those things where we don't strike lightning right off of the bat here, and then maybe as I do some future releases and more games, I can cross promote within other games, or just to get the downloads up and stuff. So definitely make sure you share the game with your friends, family, Facebook, whatever kind of social media you have, and just see if we can get the more downloads, the better, obviously. And who knows? This Thursday we might end up getting featured. It's a long shot, but it is definitely possible. So, but I'm just glad to be able to be finally 100% done with Save to Kill. I feel like I've been tinkering with that game forever now, so I'm just happy to focus all my attentions onto this game. So anyway, last boss is done. I don't actually have him in yet because I have been really just kind of resting and just kind of relaxing and spending time with my little angel here, my little daughter, who's playing right now. But we needed to do two more quick little enemy type things. There are vertical lasers that pop pretty much like Save to Kill, how they came in off of the sides. These ones come up off of the top, and they start spawning in, I think, on one of the ender bosses. It's like it's a gameplay mechanic that I kind of introduced later in the game because it kind of spices things up. And then the other thing are these going to be like these. I wanted to have not only enemies, but I wanted to do like floating bombs in this game, and the player has to kind of dodge them. And I'll show you what I mean. I'll play level 21, should have everything that I want. So you can see, here we go. So right off of the bat, you can see. Now the pause in this game kind of stinks because it's kind of hard for me to show you. But you can see all these are just placeholders right now. It kind of turns the game into Flappy Bird a little bit. So I have to like go through them. My daughter is playing a phone game right now, but these, I had the picture of these to be kind of like, you ever see underground water mines? If you kind of just search underwater mine or bomb, they kind of have like, and maybe I'll even draw you a picture too. About what I'm thinking that they should look like. I want them to kind of have a slight bob up and down, and the pixel size for them is 65 pixels by 65 pixels. And here's some more of them. I have these little packets, and they spawn in at different angles like this. So it just adds another layer, and they can be, once you hit them, they actually explode because they are bombs, and you can actually kill them with your ultimate as well. So you can see. And after we do these two things, we're gonna have to do the ultimate attack, which I think should be much. Oh, here's a vertical laser. See the vertical lasers coming down? So they pop in from the top of the screen, and then they shoot the laser. So this is very simple. I want it to just be like, a robotic little laser cannon. This is 25 pixels wide by 60 pixels high, the laser cannons. And here we are, I'm restarting the level. You can see, give you an idea of what this looks like. So, these again are 65 by 65 pixels. And they should have a slight bob up and down. And like I said, they can look like one of those underwater mines or underwater bombs. Kind of picture like a very circular, large bomb with almost like spikes on it. And I did want these things to be blinking subtly red. I did want them to have some kind of subtle blink to them, just to make sure that they're very, very visible to the player. Because sometimes the current placeholder ones that I have can get lost in the backgrounds. So if they had a slight, almost like a ticking time bomb, like a ticking bomb. So if this thing was kind of bobbing up and down and then had like a nice reddish blink to it, I think it would look great. Now the vertical lasers are going to come in here soon. But the game's coming along really nicely, man. I still have to do a couple of things. You can see how powerful the rock is. So here's the vertical lasers. Boom. You see, they just come down. It's not a big sprite at all. You can't even kill these things. They pop in, just like Save to Kill. They pop in and then they pop out really quick. The player can't even damage them. You can destroy them with an ultimate attack. But yeah, the game is really coming along nicely. So once we get these two things wrapped up, then we'll move on to the ultimate attack. And then I think before we get into like level buttons and stuff, we'll get into the HUD. We'll get into like the special meter with his lives, like the heads up display kind of thing, which I think will be kind of right down where my mouse is. I'm going to put everything kind of like right here. And I've got an idea, and I'll draw you a picture of how we want to do this in a simple way. It'll be pretty cool. I'm going to have like different animation frames depending on what power up you have. And I think we can do it in a way where things will be pretty simple. So let me know if you have any questions on what I mean by underwater mine, or just Google it. You'll get a really good picture or an idea of what I mean. 65 pixels by 65 pixels for the floating underwater mine bomb, whatever you want to call it. A nice little subtle red blink to it, so it's really visible to the player, and a nice little bob up and down. And then the vertical laser is 25 pixels by 60 pixels. And they can just be like a little laser, like a little vertical, like little cannon that comes down. It's going to pop down, and it's going to pop right back up and disappear after it shoots the laser. All right, man, let me know what you think.